Hi everybody, this is Nate Bisco with the Noteworthy Scholars Academy here with a mini music theory lesson on musical meter. Before we actually discuss what musical meter is, let's talk about what is rhythm. So if you're watching this video, I have a pretty good idea that you can already read, write, and perform rhythms, but can you actually explain what rhythm is to somebody else? So the way I think of it in basic terms is you're taking time and you're dividing it. And then from there, we're determining how we're going to organize our sounds within those time blocks. And that's a pretty abstract concept. So it's very easy for people to say, I have no rhythm. Of course, this is absolutely not true. Everybody has rhythm. So, meter, a term you've heard in geometry class, you may have also heard it in literature class. In music, much more similar to literature class and specifically poetry. So, first component of meter, the beat. Also called the pulse. Very simply, this is what you tap your foot to. The beat can be divided into two equal parts or three equal parts. And for like 99% of music that's ever existed, that is it. To discover which, first of all, find the beat. You can do that by tapping your right hand and then adding the lefts in between. If that even subdivision is not working, add a second left in between. Right, left, left, and see which of those groupings works. You can use counting systems, you can use words, whatever works for you. We're going to test your ear with two examples here. Here is the first one, find the beat, and then determine whether the beat is split into two equal parts or three equal parts. And just a warning, the first one, the beat is very, very slow on this. All right, that was the first example. Faster beat now, much different musical style for the second example. Same question. All right, so if the beat is divided into two equal parts, the meter is called simple. Divided into three equal parts, the meter is called compound. Those were the two musical excerpts and the meters of the two examples. The first one was divided into three equal beats, so therefore it is compound. The second one, two equal beats, therefore it's simple. Next component of meter is the measure. When we're looking at music, measures make it easier for us to read the music. When we're listening to music, they help us determine the repeated patterns of strong and weak beats within a piece of music. So to determine this, you're first going to listen to the downbeat, all right? There's going to be various cues, all right? It could be an accent, it could be a new section of music, all right? It could be a cymbal crash, lyrics beginning, something like that. Be careful, of course, we know music does not always start on the downbeat, so you can't just go with the beginning of the recording necessarily. So once you find the downbeat, count the beat as 1 2 1 2 or 1 2 3 1 2 3 or 1 2 3 4 and make sure you're putting an accent on one each time and see which one of those counting systems fits with the music. If the 1 2 pattern, weak, strong, weak fits, that's going to be called a duple meter. If the strong, weak, 1 2 3 fit, that meter is triple. 1 2 3 4, that's going to be called a quadruple meter. With this information, we can determine time signatures. If you saw 6/8 notes in a measure like this, it wouldn't really tell you much about the meter or how to perform that rhythm according to any kind of meter. So this is why we group them in specific ways, and the groupings reflect the meter. Grouped like this, we see that the beat is divided into two equal parts. We have three beats in the measure. So therefore, 3/4 is an example of simple triple meter. Simple because it's divided into two, triple because we have three beats per measure. Let's look at it in a different way. If we see those 6/8 notes grouped together like this, we see the beat divided into three equal parts and two beats per measure. Therefore, this meter is compound duple. So, why do we need this terminology? Isn't just knowing what time signatures mean enough? For some people, yes. Like I said, if you're watching this video, you're probably somebody who truly wants to understand music, so these terms are important. When you're listening to music, you can only make an educated guess as to what the time signature of that music is. So having terms like simple quadruple, compound triple, not only allow us to classify music without having to see it, but they also allow us to talk about music in more broad terms. Because if you think about it, even though billions upon billions of pieces have been written throughout human history, no matter what the style is, the construction of it works pretty much the same. Thank you so much for watching today. If you like what you saw, hopefully I can help you in your future music theory studies. Please, noteworthyscholarsacademy.com. Thank you so much for your time today. Bye-bye.